Hey guys, Sydney here. It is Monday, October 12th. Today I will be discussing with you communicating with the word bitch. Oh man, that sounds weird already. I was put in a spot where you have to say a foul word knowing that you know it's bad, but let's talk about it a little bit more. We hear it in the media, in music, we see it in memes all the time, and actually that's what I use as my artifact today. I wanted to show you how it can be placed in a different context. Most time you would use the word in a negative outcome, and as the example for this was the student that used the song Kendrick Lamar, "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe." It was just someone like you don't want to be around. It's just negatory, like, leave me alone. You're not a pleasant person. But before I get into this, I did want to bring out the vocabulary definition behind this, and I know most of us already know exactly what it means. The proper is a female dog, right? That's the proper. It is a noun, so you can use it definitely in a noun, but it also can be used in a verb sense. As I am pulling it up, informally in a noun, it can be a difficult or unpleasant situation or thing, which kind of relates to Kendrick Lamar's "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe," right? Leave me alone. I don't want to be around that person because it makes me uncomfortable or unhappy. And it can also be used as a verb, expressing displeasure, right? Like, don't be a bitch, right? You could use it in that form as well. Well, the artifact that I used in my main is like, I only let my inner bitch out when I have to, because honestly, she gets stuff done. So this person actually used the word, a negative word, in kind of a positive outcome to get things done. So the way that I see bitch, we just use it as like a transitional word in between to kind of get your audience's attention, right? Of who you're talking to. Because first of all, you're not going to use that word in front of your professors, in front of your boss. You probably would use it more with someone you're comfortable with, your friends, your cousins, someone that you've already had a kind of a history together. You can't just come off to a stranger say bitch, because then that's more of an aggressive, like, why are you calling me a bitch? And then that can result in a lot of bad stuff. And I think, but here this person says, I have to let my inner bitch out, kind of like talking to yourself almost, because now you're like a focused person. Like now you're like determined, and you're like zoomed in into what needs to be done, and you become a bitch because you become solid and in your stance. So I think the word bitch has many ways then you can apply it, and especially talking about language, it depends on how you're using it, who's your audience, and it can be brought up and it can be tore down. And it's interesting that we use this word on a day-to-day base, but sometimes don't realize the effect that it has, because it depends. You might be comfortable using this word and you don't see as being a big deal using this word, but because you don't know the other person's experiences, then it can be very traumatic towards them. So for example, you can call someone their bitch, right? But then for them, if they're used to it, then it's like, oh, it's a greeting, oh, they care about me, right? But if that person is not experienced with that word, then they would see it as a negatory, saying, why are they calling me a bitch? What did I do to them? I was only trying to be nice. So many people can express it to many ways and can receive it many ways. And I think the meme that I pulled out kind of tries to say it in a better light, kind of saying, hey, you know what, like, I get stuff done because I'm a bitch. But in reality, sometimes it's not it. Well, I hope to hear your thoughts on everything. All right, talk to you later.